Buddha. That's not for you. She wants to be in the video. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is DX2929 coming back at you with a another little quick video. This video is more or less a Craigslist basically find. I think I got something off eBay, but that was basically it. The weather here lately has been pretty shitty. I live in the Philadelphia area, so obviously this past week was the Sandy debacle, and I lost power for 15 hours. And then, let's see, prior to that, it's just been really cold. So yard sales have been really sparse, and even going to flea markets is almost a waste of time at this point of the year. So basically what I do is I troll Craigslist trying to find people that are selling stuff and try to get a good deal. You know, that's what we all want to do, especially this day and age with money problems the way they are. Just try to get a good deal. Now you guys know I collect Transformers and some other things, like I like Transor Z, also He-Man figures, things like that. But also lately I've been getting more into collecting old video games. You saw my last video was Nintendo stuff and things like that I got. Well, this time I decided that I wanted to get a system that was near and dear to me when I was younger. I probably had this system about 3 or 4 times, and that would be the Super Nintendo. This Super Nintendo is in really good shape. There's a story behind me getting this, however. I ended up going on Craigslist, and there was a guy in my area selling a Super Nintendo. And it came with a game, which was Super Mario World. And I was like, okay. And it was $30. The problem with it was it didn't have the AC adapter. It didn't have the AV cables. And the AC adapter was cracked. And I'm kind of paranoid with having stuff like that plugged in. So I ended up talking him down to $25 for it. The problem was the Super Nintendo was yellow. It was disgusting, and I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. I'm a collector. It doesn't have to be mint, but I want it to be somewhat nice so I can enjoy it. So what I did was I took that Super Nintendo and I took my Contra video game from Nintendo, because I beat Contra already like 3 times, and I didn't play it. It's just been collecting dust. I was like, maybe I can get a trade. I took it to a store that's up in about a half an hour drive from me that sells old stuff. They have old video games too, Atari, things like that. So I made him a deal. I said, how about my Super Nintendo that works, even though it's yellow, it works perfectly. Just need the AV cable for your Super Nintendo. Plus I'll throw in Contra. And he said, yeah, that'll be fine. And then he also said I could get a game. And now the games here are really cheap. I'm not going to give out the name because I don't want people going to this place and finding my spot and getting my games, to be perfectly honest with it. But, so I was like, yeah, okay, how about Super Mario All-Stars? And he said, yeah, that's fine. I was, okay. So, obviously I ended up getting, I ended up getting the system, the AV cable, and 2 controllers, and Super Mario All-Stars for a yellow Nintendo with 1 controller, a broken AC adapter, and Contra. To me, that's a great deal. I mean, you can't really pass up this, plus all my wires are hooked up to my TV. I don't really want to unhook them, just show you, but the Nintendo works perfectly too. I mean, it starts up every time on the first try. So I got those 2, which was a great deal for me, if I might say so myself. And since then, I've decided to pick up some games. Now, obviously, I already told you that Super Mario World came with the yellow one, so I kept that, obviously. It's one of my favorites as a kid. And then off Craigslist, I got a couple other games. Super Star Wars. I think I paid $5 for this. I like this game a lot. Zelda. This is probably most people's idea. It's a toss-up between this and Metroid of the best games for the Super Nintendo. I personally picked this. This is why I really wanted it. This is the only game I actually have a dust cover on, because this is like my favorite game of all time, one of them. This one I paid a little bit more for, $10. But $10 for this game is actually a really good deal in my mind. F-Zero. I think I paid $3 for this. This was a fun game as a kid. I hate that there's no 2-player option, but this game was really awesome as a child. So I try to get games that are in somewhat good condition. So this one, the label's a little scuffed, but not too bad. Killer Instinct. I just got this on eBay. Now, funny story behind this is the guy had up a Lord of the Rings picture for Super Nintendo as its picture, but it said Killer Instinct. And I think that made a lot of people not bid on this. So I emailed the guy, I said, is it Killer Instinct or is it Lord of the Rings? He said, oh, it's Killer Instinct. And it was right before the thing ended. So I was like, all right, I'll just bid on it. I was the only person that bid on it. I got it for $1 because he messed up the picture. And this is in really good shape. This is one of my favorite fighting games. So $1, you can't pass that up. And this one, I also got off of eBay, Super Mario Kart. Now, Super Mario Kart, I paid a little bit more for. Again, this was like $10 as well. But still, that's low for these prices. You just have to look what you're looking for. I look up on eBay, SNES. If they don't put SNES in the title and just put Super Nintendo, that normally will get you a lower bid because people look up SNES instead of Super Nintendo. So, $10 for this. And by the way, all these games work perfectly. Whoop, there they go. Now, this one was my my haul. This one game. This is my last game, by the way. This game was at the place that I buy the Super Nintendo. I traded for the Super Nintendo, and this game was it's a very rare game. It's not Earthbound or anything like that. That I wish I had something like that, but it is Super Double Dragon, and it's in really good shape. Obviously, he doesn't really know what he has there. There's a couple games that are worth more than what he has in price tag, but I mean, not by much. But this one was one of them, and he had it for $5. $5. This game goes for $30 to $40 online. So, personally, I don't know why. I guess it was just a hard game to come by. I don't know why it was, but the game's not amazing. It's a pretty cool game. I like Double Dragon, but I decided to pick it up. I may sell it on eBay. I'm not 100% sure. I'll beat it probably. This wasn't one of the games that I really wanted to get for the system. I mean, there's a couple games I still want. Super Metroid. Let's see. Super Castlevania. If any of you guys out there want to trade one of those two games for this, I'll do it. So if you guys want to do that, just let me know. But yeah, I mean, it's in good shape. The cartridge is good. It's a little dirt, but I mean, overall, it's in great shape. My main point of making these videos is always be on the lookout. You're looking for good deals. You don't want to overspend. You don't want to pay $30 for a game that you could probably get elsewhere for $10. It's be patient. That's what I try to do. I'm not a millionaire. I don't make a lot of money, so it's one of those type of things where I want to take my time and try to get what I can. On another note, I'm super psyched. Black Ops 2 comes out in a little over a week. I'll go back to making my emblems. Hopefully the emblem editor is the same as it was on Black Ops. I'll make some new emblems. Those seem to be my most popular videos. So I'm hoping that they come out. So I want to wish everybody that was in Sandy's Wrath and maybe still doesn't have out power good luck, and thanks a lot for watching my videos, guys. Peace out.